Top 10 Extraordinary Phobias. Before we start, let us review what is the meaning of phobia. Definition of phobia: an exaggerated, usually inexplicable and illogical fear of a particular object, class of objects, or situation. By the way, if you like more of this kind of unusual and extraordinary top 10 videos, don't forget to follow and subscribe to this channel. And now, let's start. Top 10 Hexacosioexecontaxophobia. Fear of the number 666. Hexacosioexecontaxophobia is the very unusual phobia that originates with the biblical verse in Apocalypse 13:18, which states that 666 is the number of the beast, referring to Satan or the Antichrist. Top 9 Ephibophobia. Fear of youths. This is the irrational fear of young people. It is often combined with a type of loathing for youth-related concepts. Coulrophobia. Fear of clowns. Coulrophobia is the exaggerated fear of clowns. It is quite common among children and less so in adults. The fear often comes from a negative portrayal of clowns witnessed by the sufferer in youth. Top 7 Ergosiophobia. Fear of work. Ergosiophobia is a fear that can be so severe as to prevent a person from working. It is frequently just a symptom of another deeper psychological problem, which may not be obvious. Top 6 Gynophobia. Fear of nudity. Gynophobia. The fear of nudity can be quite debilitating, as it can affect marriages and relationships by preventing the sufferer from being able to have sexual relations. It is often caused by a lack of confidence in oneself due to the idealized bodies portrayed by the mass media. Top 5 Neophobia. Fear of newness. Neophobia is the fear of new things or new experiences. It often manifests itself as an inability to change routine habits. It is often accompanied by frustration and anger. Technophobia is a subset of neophobia. Top 4 Parascapedecatriophobia. Fear of Friday the 13th. This fear comes from the fact that historically Friday the 13th has been considered a day of bad luck. The word comes from ancient Greek and literally means Friday 13 fear. This is a subset of the more general fear of the number 13, which is called triskaidekaphobia. Top 3 Phobia. Fear of everything. This is a terrible, debilitating fear of nothing in particular. The sufferer is in a constant state of fear without knowing why or knowing what it is they fear. It is often described as a feeling of persistent dread and is often a symptom of schizophrenia. Top 2 Taphophobia. Fear of being buried alive. Taphophobia is a fear of being buried alive. It is a fear that is not entirely irrational, as few people would be happy with the idea. It has been frequently dealt with in literature, especially in the horror genre. The most famous example is probably The Premature Burial by Edgar Allan Poe. Top 1 Pteronophobia. Fear of being tickled by feathers. Pteronophobia is the fear of being tickled with feathers. It can be sparked off by an event in childhood where the person being tickled feels helpless and trapped. It is related to the less specific fear of being tickled. If you enjoyed this video, please click subscribe, like, follow, and share. Thank you for watching.